Hilton Apple Fest crew, welcome to the Big H podcast. Today, this weekend, we got coming up the 43rd Hilton Apple Fest. With me is Joe Lee, Linda Viney, and Karmen Penders. Mayor Lee, this is the 43rd Hilton Apple Festival. Tell our listeners a little bit about the history of the Apple Festival, when it got started.
Well, like you say, it's the 43rd, and I guess I've been involved about 25 years, and a lot of people have come and gone on the board. It's a great festival. Uh, no alcohol. It's a family event, uh, and if the weather's good like it's supposed to be, then we'll get 6,000-7,000 people at least to come through. Crafters, food. Like I said, and it's all for the kids too. And different organizations, this is their big money maker. Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, stuff like that. So it's a really great festival.
Linda, how long have you been involved and been in the village and been around the Apple Fest?
Well, I've been around the Apple Fest since 1996. That's when I started. And actually, I started in the pop booth and I had a ball. And so then I just grew into advertising, and then I've served on a lot of the committees so far in the last how many years. But anyway, I do crafters now, and we have 141 booths. And it's 116 crafters, but some of them are double. And I've only had one cancellation so far, because sometimes we get cancellations. I've only had one so far this year, so that's a fantastic thing. And all the stuff that they have, because they send pictures in when they send the application in, and the pictures are gorgeous. The stuff, the Christmas stuff and Halloween stuff, it's really, really nice.
So with the crafts, is it pretty much local, or how far away do people travel to put their crafts up for sale?
We have some out of state. Last year we hit one of the winners of the category was from Florida, and they're not coming this year. But we have 13 categories, and there's first place winners in each category. And then there's the best of show, and we have a ribbon for that too. And if you win first place, then next year your application's a little easier to do. And so we have a fantastic time. We have 21 food groups, all kinds of food. Excellent. And when you walk in here, it just smells so good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're really looking forward to this weekend.
Now, you said you were on the pop at one time, the soda.
Yes.
How do you keep the bees away?
Actually, it's not too bad when the pop in water.
Right.
But when you get into some of the food, it can be bad. Yeah.
Now, you said that there's 13 categories for the crafts.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the more heavily populated applications go towards? Is there pottery? What have you?
We have ceramic pottery. We have wood. We have textiles, special media, mixed media, floral glass, clothing, and just a lot of stuff. Really, a lot. Yeah.
Well, and it's really nice that, winners, there's best in show, I would think first, second, and third.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get people to want to judge for those crafts and stuff? Is it easy or is it hard?
Can I pass it on to Karmen?
Sure. Pass it along to Karmen.
They are all my friends. So there are 4 of them coming to judge the crafters. And they get here about 8:45 in the morning on Saturday, and they'll walk around with we give them a paper and they judge. They write down, I like this in that booth. And then they'll come up here and they'll total everything up, compare what they did. And then they pick, the 4 of them with their votes, will pick the winners.
Nice.
And then I'll announce them on the stage about 3 o'clock.
About 3 o'clock. And that's Sunday, probably?
Saturday. So this way the vendors can display their ribbon over the weekend.
Okay. Now, it's on Saturday and Sunday. What are the operation hours?
Saturday it's from 10 to 5, and Sunday it's from 10 to 4:30.
10 to 4:30. And I don't know who wants to handle this question. Going to be 6,000 to 7,000 people. How do you deal with transportation from and to, and how?
Well, they can park down at Fireman's Field if the weather's going to be good, and to high school. And then we have a bus system, Hilton School District, and we have the bus drivers, and they pick up the people both areas and bring them up here to the grounds.
So
And it's a really great operation. Works well.
So it's just a continual remote
just keep
service.
moving.
Keep them moving. I actually ran into Bill West. I used to live with him on Gordon Avenue. He's going to be one of your drivers, I think, on Saturday.
Oh,
Looking
okay.
forward to it. Looking forward to it. Now, I was reading somewhere on your website that it was founded in 1981 by Pat Marlowe and Doug Marple. How have you seen the Apple Fest grow over the 43 years?
Well, from where it started down there, we had to move it up here. The amount of people, way back then it was kind of small. And
they had 75 craft booths and only 5 food booths in here.
Yeah.
We have over 100 now.
Okay.
It just keep growing. Right now, this is it. We have no more room.
Yeah.
We're bulging.
And so I think when I turn left in Main Street, there's a sign that says Hilton Apple Fest, family fun, free family fun. And I think it's that free part that is really attractive to families.
The families, yeah. Is that the banner that's hung
Yeah,
up
the
at
banner.
M&T
Is it
Bank?
the same banner year after year?
You just change the dates.
Just change the dates.
Change the dates with sample the best and ship the rest.
Yeah. And I did read that in 1982, the festival, like you said, moved from Canning Street up here to the community center. And I also read that I think it was Carol Gerstlin did some coordinating and early on, and then the volunteers, as you said, just kept adding and adding and adding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, the food and drink booths, is it a lot of local? Oh, tell me a little bit about actually the harvest growers, the apple farms in Hilton that also bring their harvest to the Apple Fest.
Well, we have 2. We have Partica Farms, and they're actually in Kendall. And we have R&K Zarpentine, and the baked goods are unbelievable, really good stuff. They have apples and cider and everything. And the food groups are all local and they're nonprofit. So it's like churches and scouts and Lions Club and things like that. And they have to be, one of the requirements is that they are within the Hilton Central School District. And we don't have any problem getting food vendors. Everybody, and then sometimes we have food trucks that want to come in, but it's like, no, because you're not a not-for-profit.
We also have the Walker Fire Department, the Ladies Auxiliary does the pies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about early on with the Apple Fest when they did that Guinness World Records biggest apple pie. Yeah. Anyone remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
It was 18 feet in diameter, and I think they tried to get the Guinness Book of World Records, and they missed it by like a month. I think somebody in England did one. So the next year, they did the smallest pie, and they did it in a bottle cap.
Is that still the record, or did someone go into like the head of a pin?
I don't know.
Now, I did see there are some stipulations for on the grounds about, the money that you can, if it's just cash, and I think don't bring anything bigger. They can't break hundreds or something like that. What are some other things that you appreciate the patrons, with pets and bikes and skateboards?
Well, it's in our brochure and everything, not to bring pets, but they do. And, safety wise, what we worried about is, you get a small kid chewing on a hot dog or something, and we don't want to see anybody get tore up. It's all about safety. You know what I mean?
And I think I did see that service animals, of course, are permitted.
Always. Yeah.
And talk a little bit about your grounds, that some of it is on grass and some of it is on blacktop.
Yeah. The food groups are on the blacktop. And as far as, I got to say this to you, the electric here, our electrician starts tomorrow morning. We got miles of wire to hook up all these groups. Food groups, they all get electric, blah, blah, blah. That's a big challenge there, and they do a great job every year, both Thursday and Friday, hooking up electric. Everybody, Linda does a real job, good job. We know, like when they come in, we meet and they need 4 outlets, they need 5 outlets. It's all on paper, and the electrician goes to work and gets it all laid out and hooked up and tested. It's a big challenge, big challenge.
A lot of work.
A lot of work. Tell me a little bit about the stages for the entertainment and the types of entertainment you're expecting.
The kids' corner stage is down on the field. It's the red stage, and there'll be Building Families First in the morning, and they do African drumming. They're a new addition to the Apple Festival this year, so fingers crossed it goes well. And we also have Magic Joe and the Happy Pirate down there. There'll also be a magician in the kids' corner row, and there'll also be balloon twisters, and that's all free to the kids. Oh, and we also are going to have a rock climbing wall this year instead of pony rides, and that will also be free to the children.
Okay.
It's sponsored by Parma Rec, the Apple Fest, and the Friends of Hilton Parma Rec.
How is the gazebo used? Is that used at all for entertainment or displays?
Yes, there'll be like single people in there, or two or three people in small groups in the bands, and then on the main stage will be the Grease Jazz Band is playing, and Uptown Groove is playing on the large stage. And then in between, while on the large stage, while the bands break, there'll be, karate demonstrations, a saw demonstration.
Have you had good luck with similar acts and displays coming back year after year for you? So it's easy to fill those hours?
Yes, we try to mix up the music so it's not the same every year, but I think this year we're having Uptown Groove again because they are very good and they drew a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
We used to have a limit at 2 years. Like she said, we turn the bands over, so that worked well, helped out because people say, well, that one, say, oh, that's her second year, and then we go with somebody else, everybody gets a chance.
Good.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the porch decorating contest. I think that's a neat thing.
That's me.
Back to the artist person.
Yeah. So we set up the porch decorating contest. It's only within the village, the limits of the village. The people decorate their porches. It's free to them. They fill out an application, submit it to us, and then one of our board members goes around. She takes pictures, and then we all meet on a Zoom meeting and we vote. I think we give out 4 prizes.
Mm-hmm.
And this year we have the addition of the People's Choice Award. Parma Rec is giving the prize for that. So after we pick the winners as the Apple Fest board, we put it on our Facebook page for the People's Choice Awards. And I think that ended yesterday. And Kayla will announce.
So all the votes are in on that People's Choice?
All the winners have been picked for that already, but I can't tell you.
That was my next question. You want to make news on the Big H podcast?
Yeah, I can't tell you that. I don't think she's announced it yet. So
I did look at some of the photos from the past years, and they're very neat and very decorative and for fallish or whatever.
Yes.
How many did people put in applications for porch?
We had only 8 this year.
Okay.
We have talked as a group of the committee that does that maybe next year we might expand it to Parma.
Okay.
We'll see. We're going to talk about it over the next year before. So maybe we would get more people if we did that.
Just a real quick question. How do you all reflect on it? Do you get together like a week after and talk about, hey, this went well or this went well, or do you put a feedback form out there for community to sign it? Like, how do you go about, improving on this year for next year?
Well, we do meet once a month.
Mm-hmm.
So we will meet at the end of October and we'll discuss what went wrong, what went right. And Linda and I do the farmers market and Linda does the crafters. So we each give our vendors a sheet of how they felt everything went. And then they'll either mail it back to us or give it to us. So we'll go over that.
And we're coming to you from...
This is the boardroom.
Yeah. Okay. It's got stuff all over.
Yeah. So they can't see, but all these boxes you see in front of you are all the shirts that we all have on.
Mm-hmm.
And there's sweatshirts and t-shirts and tank tops and all kinds of mugs. And if you look back there, I also do the Corey's Apple Pond.
Okay.
And those are all the prizes for the Corey's Apple Pond that I shop for.
Corey's Apple Pond, is that like the kids throw it over and then everyone gets a prize, that type of thing?
It's a pool.
Okay.
And we put apples in it with sticks, and they're labeled small, medium, and large prizes.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone gets a prize. It's sponsored by Wegmans, and Partica Farms also donates all the apples. And so I shop for all the gifts, all the prizes.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Is Corey, is that a specific Corey, or you just named it after
It's named after Corey apples.
Corey apples?
Yeah.
All right. Good enough. And then I also was reading that there's a photo contest.
Yes.
Okay. And who's in charge of getting those jobs and those photos done? Or is you just compile the photos and put it on the website, or is there?
Maureen, the person who does it, she will set up the display down in the Ingham room the
Mhm.
weekend of the Apple Festival. I'm not sure who picks the winners.
There's a committee. She has judges. She has picked some judges, and some of them are like almost professional, and others are just friends in that.
Sure.
And they pick the winners, and there's 3 different categories. They're like adults, they're teens, and then kids. And the photos are absolutely gorgeous. And then she puts them in the library after the Apple Fest. She puts them in the kind of like a reserved room there.
Mm-hmm.
And they're up there for a month on there too. But this year feels good. And
Do they give a theme every year?
Yeah, a different theme every year. And some of the pictures are really gorgeous. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you have for every type of age group. You can be a professional photographer, or a novice, and everything.
Yep. Or a child.
Or child. Apple pie contest, is that very popular? And do they get to eat them after they get judged? Or they have to get eaten in order to judge, I would think.
Yeah. The first thing they do, she's got 8 judges. First thing to do is they walk around and they judge appearance.
Yeah.
And then they have to take a bite of every pie.
Mm-hmm.
And that's taste and texture. And that has 2 categories, the adult and the youth divisions. Youth would be 16 and under. And I think the most we ever had was 50. Wow. And last year, I think we had 35. And the applications are still coming in. In fact, I just gave the chairperson of the apple pie contest 3 more envelopes. So they're still coming in.
But those judges must get awful full.
1 bite.
Oh, just 1 bite.
Let me tell you something.
Are you one of the judges?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Here's the deal. You got just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Because we had people ready to pass out because of sugar. Because you can't eat a whole piece because you got 40 pies.
Right.
You got to go easy, buddy.
Now, has anybody seen Stand By Me when there's the big pie eating contest? Have you ever thought about eating a pie? Get some of your eaters out there? Obviously, no. You don't want to mess them up that way. Yeah. Well, maybe, this is how you get other volunteers, right? And I got a few more questions here as we're wrapping up. We covered the transportation. Could you discuss the sponsors a little bit? I think I heard Wegmans. Anybody else that sponsors? And what do the sponsors, what do they do for you?
Tops is I don't know if you've seen the trailer out here, refrigerated trailer. They donated water, help us out that way. Tops is always big, and we alternate with the refrigerated trailer. 1 year we do Tops, next year we do Wegmans. Wegmans is pretty big. They're big on the sponsor here.
We have different levels, like the Calmer 20 ounce. That's for $5,000 or more. Honey Crisp is up to $4,999. And that would be Monroe County. They were huge too this year. And Shuman Werner, they're big. Then we have the Golden Delicious. And then we have the Macintosh level. So there's all kinds of levels from $100 up to over $5,000. And so we're always happy to get them. And we put a big banner up in the information booth that lists all of our sponsors.
I think I know the answer to this question, but when does the planning start for 2026?
The day after.
the day after, on Monday of, what is that, October 6th, 2025. So it's nice that you have those sponsors. What do you think the visitors say about the small village with a big heart, like 6,000 to 7,000 people? Why? I guess what I'm saying is, what makes the Apple Festival so special in highlighting Hilton?
Well, all the volunteers we got, just on that sheet there, how many we got? How many's on the board? 13. So we got 13 people on the board that put this whole show on. We meet every month. And the last month we meet twice a month. It's a lot of work,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of hours. These two here every day they're doing something for the Apple Fest every day. It just don't it just don't happen.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's safe. We have security both days and nights. Very good security. We have Monroe Ambulance here. The cover. It's a safe place, and people know that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, no alcohol, and we keep an eye on everything.
Mm-hmm.
We do. We really do. Everybody does. Everybody's got a radio, and in case something goes wrong, the guys are here. I mean,
Linda
It's a-
or Carmen,
it's a good-
anything you'd like to add to that?
Yeah, I would just like to say that the Apple Fest happens the first weekend in October usually, but there's a lot of other things we do for the community.
Like,
We do donate money to the food shelf or whoever we choose that year to donate to the charity. There's a lot. I mean, we do Summer Smash. We have a booth at Summer Smash. We give away stuff. We're here at the Christmas on Main Street. We're giving away apple pies little individual apple pies this year. Classic Wheels on Main Street. We're there. I mean, we are out there in the community, not only for the Apple Festival, but we do other things for this community. And and also the library window. I would just like to put, if anybody would like to go check out the library window.
I do.
Have you seen
I drive by it every day. It looks
I
great.
did it.
Oh, you did it?
Yeah.
Looks wonderful.
With two of my friends.
Okay.
So that's all I really wanted to say, because it's more than just the weekend of this great
Sure.
festival that we do.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, we give out 2 scholarships to 2 seniors at the Hilton High School, and as we raffle off a $500 Visa gift card, and the money that we receive for that, the proceeds go to $500 for each scholarship for the high school student.
Yeah. And today, month of October is Breast Cancer Awareness, and Linda and I we went around. I don't know if you see them in the Village Street. We'll put the pink ribbons around today. So, like Carmen said, it's not just Apple Fest. We're involved in a lot of other stuff, helping people. That's the bottom line, helping the people. Stuff a bus.
Oh yeah, we do that.
Yeah.
too.
Well, Joe and Linda and Carmen, it's good to have people like you that volunteer their time. And I'm sure if anybody wants to get involved, it's easy to get in touch with you. Things like that event, just like you said, just doesn't happen. But it's so nice because we know every first week in October that it does. And it is special. And I've been around it all my life. And I know, and used to live on Gordon Avenue. So we used to just come over here for dinner and everything. Keep it going. Joe and Linda and Carmen, I do appreciate you for joining me on the Big H podcast.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome anytime to talk about other issues, and not issues, but things that got going on in the village. I wish you good weather and a good time this weekend. October 4th, 10 to 5, and Sunday, October 5th. No, excuse me. October 4th, 10 to 5, and Sunday, October 5th, 10 to 4:30. If you like what you saw, hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss an episode. You can catch the Big H podcast on X at Michael Heiss, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, as well as YouTube. Enjoy the 2025 Apple Fest. It's good Hilton family free fun. Take care.
Thank you.
The Big H podcast, tune in now. Conversations that'll wow. Laugh and learn, stay a while. Let's explore that Hilton style. From the highs to the lows, every story just explodes. Mike's got questions on the go, diving deep from head to toe. Every week the guests align, sharing moments so divine. Stay with us, the pace is fine. Every episode you'll find